Hey guys, Britto here. Welcome back to Out of Ore. Here we are for another episode. First of all, last episode was a complete time lapse. Let me know what you guys think about that. It was about 2 hours worth of footage cut right down. So let me know if you guys like that sort of stuff as well. Just the game takes that long to get anywhere. It's hard to make a 30-minute video because I feel like I get nowhere. So time lapsing is pretty good. But so there's been a new Friday news report released by Christian. So upcoming release of 0.14 control and dirt improvements. So he's going to rework the control setup UI so it's easy to navigate, entirely new control system to improve controls and default controls. New system will include presets, so if the PC loses a device, you can reassign it in seconds. So that way, if like, you're playing with a control or something and it somehow, for whatever reason, it just disconnects itself, it should just convert back to keyboard and mouse or whatever. Improved ability to set up controls like you want them to be set up. Improving the dirt lock to make it a lot more reliable so dirt stays in buckets, which is good. Fixed the issue where dirt vanishes when you drive longer distances, which is obviously one of the main issues that Split in 2 Gaming was having as well. So have a quick look around the quarry or the pit. You can see we've dug out quite a bit down through here. Dug out quite a bit over here. We've still got a long way to go. If you want to go down that way. Now, one of you guys has suggested that we keep digging this way and get back into the pay dirt, which I think this is still the rock. So pay dirt's all the way up this level. So my plan sort of was to dig straight through to like this line here, and then maybe with an excavator we come in and dig this out, or maybe we just move up a bench and start digging through here. Sort of keep our benches and keep stepping up as we go. And now with the possibility that he's fixed the dirt issue with the truck, we should be able to drive it straight down and dump it in here without too much of an issue. So, right, let's go inside. I don't know if I've lost complete sound or is it just no sound at all at the moment. Check our storage. So there should be nothing in there because there's no pay dirt going in. Check in here. So this is, I think, a couple of hours worth of time lapse. So 450k. What have we got now? 645, and for us to get the big dumper at 708. So we've got not far to go to get that big dumper. And that's going to be sort of our next sort of step, I think, because I want to keep expanding down this way. So we've got all the way down there to go yet, so we can start loading down there and deliver it with the truck. That's probably, the plan. I think the next step is to get the dumper and then go from there. Alright, so we'll come back up here. I don't think I've got anything up here yet. That jaw crusher is a waste of time, but it's fine. There should be nothing in here. Nope. Just make sure we didn't have something laying around. So we could probably do some digging up here if we want. Not at this stage, but I think we definitely will return to here and just expand this out a little bit more. So I'm enjoying the game still. Still, the hell, enjoying making content. But you sort of get to that point where once we get the big digger, once we get the biggest excavator, once we get the biggest dozer, what's left to do? Nothing really. We've got everything with us. There's no real advancement as yet. So yeah, I don't know what the plan's going to be when that happens. When we start getting, all the stuff. What are we going to do once we've got the biggest excavator, the biggest dozer, and everything? Do we continue on? Do we wait for a future update? I mean, I don't know. I don't know where to go. Still having fun with the game, as I said. You guys still been enjoying watching it. It's gone absolutely nuts on the channel, to be honest. So I still want to keep bringing the content to you guys. It's just one of those things that, how long do you play the game for before you get bored? Like, we're at that stage where once we've unlocked everything, we're sort of just digging for the sake of digging. Like, there's no real reason to be digging to make money, because there's nothing else left to buy. So maybe once we get to that stage, we may look at putting the series on hold again until we get like a future update. I think 0.16. 0.15 is the underground update. I think that's what Christian's working on. 0.16 is maybe new equipment. So definitely come back and have a look at that once that happens. I'm surprised there's not like a lot of gold down through here. Like maybe this is like an old riverbed or something as well. Could have been part of the story. And a few people have said, you know, why are you rolling in there? Well, because if it's rough, the minute we pick up a bucket and it's rough, we're losing more and more pay dirt each time, more and more rocks. So I like to smooth over everything until we get a decent dirt lock. It's sort of the way to go. Like through here, even hitting a bump, you know, we can lose 5 to 10 rocks at a time. And that's why I try and smooth everything out. I know down here is not too big an issue, but I still want to smooth it out. Just that way it looks neater, I guess. Neater and tidier, cleaner. You know, I don't want my pit looking absolute filth. But each their own. Some people will do it, some people won't. So, but I'm open to all ideas and suggestions that you guys have for future episodes. I don't think it's even on the cards at the moment, but I think multiplayer would be amazing. Like, especially for us as content creators. Like I know Split in 2 Gaming. If you guys haven't checked him out yet, go and check him out. He's actually live streaming as I'm recording. I usually watch him as much as I can, but you know, for people like him who want to live stream, for me who I want to create content, you know, I want to be able to jump on and have you guys as Steam friends and be like, hey, Britto's playing, you know, out of ore, let's go and help. So you can jump in and you can run a dozer, run a rock truck, run the loader, run the excavator, whatever. You know, we'll work together and move a whole heap of dirt. I think multiplayer is one of the biggest features that Christian could definitely bring to the game. But obviously he needs to get the base game down first, so all the small issues we're having at the moment with these updates, bug fixes and all that sort of stuff, you know, that's where the priority is going to be. But definitely feel like multiplayer should be pretty high on his to-do list. I'm just not sure on how easy it would be to implement multiplayer, but it's definitely a must-have, I feel. Right, so just digging this little corner out. As I said, we want to try and straighten this whole bench. It doesn't really matter, to be honest, but I just want to get it straight. As you can see, like one full bucket takes a decent gouge out of that wall, but still so much we can do. Like if we could do this and load a truck, I think these are 8-ton buckets maybe, and the truck takes 20 tons, so we could do 3 buckets into a truck and then get the truck up here to deliver. That's pretty much what I'm aiming for as our next go-to target. So I'm not sure on the wash plant either. Do I have the wash plant set up perfectly? Do I have an issue where I need to change something? You guys let me know how you guys set up your wash plants. Also, apologise if I feel like shit. I apologise if I sound like shit. Yeah, I've woken up a little bit sick again. Seems to be happening all the bloody time lately. Just change of season usually does it to me all the time, but I'm trying not to sniffle too much. I'm trying to mute when I cough, and so if you guys do hear like a weird noise in the background, it's probably just me muting and unmuting the microphone, having a sneeze, having a cough, having a sniffle, whatever it is. But it's not very professional, me sniffling and coughing and carrying on without muting the bloody microphone, so I'll do my best. So I think we're about 10 minutes in. I think if we dig for another 5-10 minutes, have a look and see if we've got enough to be able to afford this this dumper. If we didn't spend all the money on this bloody building, we'd have the dumper already for sure. I can actually go back and through and see how much money we've made. Not how much we've spent on building, but how much we've made through the stats window. So we come into here and go, not bank, stats, total money made 1.5 mil. 659 from selling ores, from selling rock. So rock is pretty high up there as well as ores. Wheels, steel, concrete. So steel 53,000. That's where I've made some bad purchases and sold it back. See, that'll be another good thing, you know. If we could dig and find, say, iron ore, we've got coal, we've got iron, set up a production so we can start building, start making steel. So not only turn this from, you know, a digging, mining sort of game, but a production game as well, so we can turn our ores that we find into, you know, copper, set of raw copper into copper ingots, copper bars, whatever it may be. Get some iron ore, turn that into steel. Yeah, there's endless possibilities really, especially with the production side of things. The way that Christian's set up the production stuff already has been pretty bloody good. So I mean, taking production to that next level is another massive thing that he could look at. Obviously that's way long term, but really the possibilities for this game are endless. But yeah, I feel like that would be good. Like, you know, gold, we can sell raw gold. You know, maybe you have to buy a gold processing facility or something, or have to build one, and it costs you like a few $1 million to build it, but then instead of selling raw gold, you can sell gold ingots, which is worth way more money. I said steel, you can sell coal, but then you can use coal and iron to make steel. Copper bars, lithium, so once you've actually got lithium and stuff, maybe you can turn the lithium into turn it into batteries. So put iron, lithium, what else, copper and all that sort of stuff, and use that, maybe even silver, to turn that into lithium batteries to sell them instead of just pure lithium. You know, there's huge possibilities for that sort of stuff. You can see there, every time we hit a bump, I'm throwing rocks everywhere. That's why I like to level the ground out. Their roller just throws shit absolutely everywhere when you hit all these bumps. Right, I don't know how much money we've got now. Let's go for one more bucket and then we'll go and just check and see what the facility's got in it, how much money we've got, and try and get this bloody dumper. I'm trying to straighten up through here, but it's not going to happen. You can see I'm sort of leaning to one side. I definitely think with a dozer we can push through, because you can see you come back here, this is sort of the smaller, the lowest part, and then it goes up and back down again, so we could maybe try and flatten, just take the top off either side and get it same the whole way along. I'll put those supports in there on the side of our cut, just so I can sort of use that side as a ramp. Right, shut this bad boy down. Whoop. Yeah, so these supports here just so we can keep this as a ramp, not dig through to it. Right, let's go and see what we've got. So what do we need? 705. So we need 60k. 60k worth of goods. Don't know if we'll have enough, but we'll find out. Well, it's going to be pretty bloody close. Yeah, we'll have enough. Or will we? Yes, we've got enough, just. Alright, so 706. Lovely. Buy dumpers 708. God damn it, we don't have enough. And I need some, gonna need some concrete too, so a facepalm moment. Alright, let's get a couple more buckets in here. Let's just grab some from the front here. You can see where I've got a huge gouge out of the ground too. Trying to keep things level just doesn't always work. We've gone pretty deep down this corner as well. That's what I mean. If I come back with a dozer and push this down, you see there's a hill that goes up and down. Push that flat, backfill that in a little bit and try and get it level again. I mean, no mine is level. The mine that I work at, you know, it's up and down, it's undulating everywhere, and dig floors and that sort of stuff, but I want to try and keep it, you know, reasonably level. So I'm going to need about 20 concrete blocks, I think. I mean, we could just use wood, but definitely want to go with concrete. Right, see, we're digging through to some unblasted stuff there too, but it still seems to be digging it okay. Trying to avoid that hump, but trying to avoid that one and hit another one. Right, this bucket should get us across the line, I think. Right, let's go and have a look. I wish I would go back. If I'm running around in first person like this, yes, I jump in the loader and I want to go third person, but when I jump straight back out, it should put me straight back into first person. Alright, is that enough? It's going to be enough. Still processing. We got the 717. Let's buy. Dumper. Oh, it's already there. Let's go buildings, concrete. 20. Done. You're still processing? Yeah, a little bit. Let's just sell. Oh, there's some lithium in there. What we have, just so make sure we've got a little bit extra cash, just in case we need some extra blocks or something. Right, let's grab this guy out of the way. So dumper's done, and we need the excavator. Dozer's probably the biggest purchase. I think that's like 1.5 mil for the biggest one. Alright, give me that, there we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, and then I think start the ramp from there. Got enough? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then if we start the ramp from here. So we are going to need a couple of extra blocks. Or do we? I don't know if it'll even let us put it there, but... Alright, let's drop this guy in. Really kill ourselves. So he should be able to back up there reasonably easily. Let's take these out. Pure black truck. Buy, let's go. Attachment, no parts. 5,600. What sort of tyre does it have now? It's got a loader tyre on it. What do we have? 5,100. I think we're going to need the rock tyre. Sell. We sell all that back? Yeah, there we go. That'll give us the money we need. Buy that. Let's go inventory. Yeah, take that out. Put that in. I don't know if that makes much difference, but maybe the chain tyre is the way to go. Not 100% sure, but need to head back up here and we'll get some fuel in this bad boy. I don't know if we go faster forwards or backwards. Same as the loader. The loader goes the same speed forwards, the same speed backwards, so this is probably the same. Yeah, it's exactly the same. Interesting, just checking out the camera views. It's like a bucket view, but there is no bucket. Right, refuel from station. Still not sure why that doesn't cost us money, but right, let's head back down the cut. Well, I said it should be 3 buckets to fill this thing. Then that wall, I'm going to continue that wall the whole way up, I think. Leave a gap so we can get in to dig the bench as needed, but yeah, that's the plan. Right, so this guy, just want to check and make sure. Here comes a bloody storm. Yeah, we should be able to back straight in. Actually, I've just realised we need to go upper level. Never know why I thought that would work. Truck needs to come up, or this needs to go down, but then if we put this down, everything else has got to go down with it. And that makes it more painful. So let's go recycle. It's got to go down to there. And it's got to go on this height. So hopefully this will still work okay. This has got to go that way. We're going to need wire, buildings, concrete. We're going to need, I think, 8 of you and 4 of you. Alright, so this guy's got to go up the front. And then this guy's got to go underneath here. That there temporarily. There we go. And then perfect. Number 1, get rid of that. Get rid of those handrails. Is this where I need these along here? Guess. I don't know. And then we need some concrete. Maybe need 4 concrete blocks as well. Perfect timing for this bloody storm. Right there and there. Same with this guy, there and there, just to block that off. Alright, so this is quite steep, but we should still be able to get up and in there. And then dump it straight in from there. Yeah, I don't even know why I thought we could do it the other way, but now, my next question is, do we just nose it in like this? It doesn't matter which way it's facing. Like, we nose it in, then we can just reverse it the whole way. Whereas if we go forward and then reverse, we've got to go around, turn around and go in and out, up and down and left and right and all that good stuff. So this bloody storm is crazy. Right, so we're still going to lose rocks and stuff bloody everywhere, as you can see. So it should be 3 full buckets should be what we need to fill this guy up. If I can actually get a full bucket, that would be nice too. Right, and this is the reason, going to be another reason why we need to level out in here, because you can see how rough it is already. Alright, so that should be 16 tonne. Well, it should be 16 tonne, may not be. Right, it's not quite a full bucket, but that should be enough, I think. You can see we've got a little bit of room at the back. Try and get some dirt a bit further towards the back. Not sure if we're empty. We're empty, there we go. Definitely need to bring that roller in now as well. Right. So we'll check and see how the dirt lock goes. Hopefully the dirt doesn't get removed from the truck on the way over. You can see the dirt's not locking overly well, and even if we hit a bump now, we're going to lose, potentially going to lose some pay dirt. And so we just lost a fair bit of dirt, I think. Whoa. Oh, don't go back too far. There we go. Dump that in. I think I definitely need to adjust the wash plant. It needs to be, the whole thing needs to be lowered, but just because of that ramp, it's not ideal having that big massive ramp there, but it should still be able to work. Obviously we had the wash plant set up for the loader, so now that we've changed how we're loading, how we're dumping, it's going to make things a little bit more difficult. Need to put our beacon on while we're here. Right, once again, get all this level. We'll just level that in here a little bit, not too much, just so it's reasonably smooth for us to bring the loader back down and in. And then to bring the rock truck in beside it as well, and have it in the smooth area. So this should help us focus on, you know, one corner. Like we can dig this whole corner out with this rock truck now, make it a little bit easier for us. Right, back into this guy. Right, pretty much want to get the rock truck to back straight underneath that. I'm not sure on the rock tyres, or do we go the bloody chains? I don't know, it shouldn't be too hard for us to adjust that that wash plant, to be honest. Shouldn't be too bad. Autosave do its thing. It just feels like we need some longer arms on this loader. Get to the back of this truck. Get it up a little bit higher. So this is exactly how we would load it in the open cut pit that I work at. Obviously open cut coal mine's a little bit different, but the loader will go into the face, usually coal for us, into the coal face, like he is now, like I am. Bring the bucket back, and then he'll present the bucket, roll back under, and then he'll start loading us from there. And it's usually on a 45, sort of to where he's digging. I think it's only going to be 2 buckets in this thing. Maybe, because that's just making it hard to get up and above it. Right, let's switch back to the truck now. I want to... We're losing rocks everywhere here. This is where I wish we could get a tailgate or dirt lock would work properly. Now, see how the rocks are disappearing? We're driving too far from where we're loading. So that's a pretty big issue right now. Which I know it's going to be fixed in the next few weeks, but that pretty much means at the moment the rock truck is a waste of time, really. Especially if we want to dig, transport long distances, we're losing half of our pay dirt. And that's not ideal at all. So maybe we go back to just doing what we're doing before. I think it's going to be the best way to do it. So if we take out this layer, alright, number 5, and then just throw this back in. We still have the ramp there, which is fine. Nope, not that one. So we'll still, god damn it, still have the ramp at the front. Boom, we need 4 more. Let's go buildings, concrete. Times 4, there we go, and then fill that in. We need to get rid of these. They can go back just there. Alright, good. So then we can still use the loader. Obviously, the rock truck, it's great. It's what I definitely want to use, but as I said, you can see that we are losing rocks. We can't afford to be losing half of our load by the time we get to the wash plant. So at this point in time, we won't be doing that. We'll just leave it as it is. Gravel, magnetite. So we're getting more ores out of that too. That was only 4 buckets worth though, so not a great deal. Right, there we go, 20k. 20k is all we've got left. But yeah, until that's sort of fixed, we just need to keep working the loader, I think. But as I said here, you can see how high that hump is there. I want to get the dozer in and just knock the top off that hump. But now we've got the rock truck. Dozer, we could have probably got a dozer instead of the rock truck. If we jump out of this guy, but how do we, there's a way that we can pick it up, I think. Yeah, there we go, number 5. So if we go sell, 496, we lose too much money out of it from what we paid. We're losing a couple of $100 grand, so it's not worth selling it, but I'm just leaving it here, and then just work with the loader as I said, and go from there. So we can go back up the top if needed, and keep doing some more pay dirt up there, which might be an option, just to get some more coal and pay dirt up in there, and go from there. But right here, guys, we'll end the episode here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, as always, smash that like button, leave a comment, let me know any idea, suggestions. If you guys are new to the channel and haven't subscribed yet, guys, please do so. It's been Britto, thanks for watching. We'll see you again soon.